All right, welcome to.
We live?
We've been live.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, we started a while ago. You want 135? What do you want?
Yeah, so just for some context.
This is actually kind of a debate here.
So to some Western Conference Elitists, we want to start doing redrafts every year for every class we scout.
All the time.
Literally every single year we redraft every class we scouted. Because we want to be pretty clear what we expected them to be by now. If it was, for example, there's going to be plenty of examples, and I'll point them out when they come. Because a lot of times, rookie years are not expected to be very good, especially with these freshman guys, and then you get situations where people give up on players when they're exactly on the trajectory that kind of everyone expected. So let's jump in. How you feeling about this pick order? Let's go alternating from the top. So let's keep it simple. I'll take the first pick. Give me Cooper Flagg. This guy
Why do you just get the first pick? It's absolutely not fair.
It's fine. So 1 and 2 are going to be pretty chalk.
I'd rather have one.
Okay, take one. Take one. And while you take one, could you get Savant open so we could talk about it?
Sure. I'm definitely going to take Cooper Flagg. Here's why.
Wow.
I'm taking Cooper Flagg because he is probably the easiest player to build around in the entire league. Just because he has exactly what we're looking for, which is, size, length, creation, defense, on ball, off ball. Like, that is as good as it gets. So I would say he's why I would be taking Cooper Flagg number 1. Let's look at his Savant.
Yeah, bring it up. Get it up for us. Let's go positional. Let's go positional for the wing.
I mean, you know what they're telling you.
Yeah, let's talk about it. So
Then you see usage percentage at 92%, and you kind of say...
And we're talking about a reclassified rookie.
Yeah, he's the youngest player in college. He's the youngest player in the NBA. So maybe him or Fears. So I just believe in growth and development, and he has things that nobody else has, which is a lot of this red. And I think you'd be a fool not to bet on him. And by the way, we can go number 2. Well, first let's get the pick in officially.
Yeah, Cooper Flagg, number 1 overall. Numbers love him, and specifically the part that I want to point out is that the defensive numbers adore him.
Well, yeah, let's see him. Let's look at the numbers. That's what we care about.
They love this guy.
Yeah, so let's see it here.
I mean, we're talking about...
Take us through it.
We're talking about, like, a Scotty Barnes, OG Anunoby level defender here.
Yeah.
We're talking a block a game as a wing. We're talking elite block percentage. Look at the rim field goal percentage differential. Look at that.
Take us
Guys
through that.
can't score on him at the rim. Now, there's some things to work on. Mainly the number one thing, and I think you're going to see this with all the reclassified, or even just the freshman rookies, the guys who are one and dones in college, and their age starts with a 1, you're probably going to see low efficiency.
Yeah, for sure.
And a big part of that's going to be just that everyone else is much more developed in their man body. These guys are going from being the best athletes in the league to being the worst athletes in the
But
league.
None of these rookies have man status yet. I mean, they just can't.
Flagg's about as close as it gets.
Yeah, but he's still so young.
Yeah.
He can't be a man. He's how old is he? He's 19. He's 19 years old. So he was born on December 21st. He will be 19 when the season starts. And look, Dylan Harper is special, man. Let's go to number 2.
Well, we got a little teaser there. At number 2, I will be running to the podium to select Dylan Harper. So when I scouted this class, Harper, I thought was a Cade level prospect. I thought he could have gone 1 and been a good one in most years. Now, Flagg is literally a perfect prospect in that he can be your best offensive player, best defensive player, and best playmaker on a championship team, which doesn't happen ever. But Harper is special, and
you're telling me Flagg could be the number 1 player on number 1 offensive player on a championship team?
I wouldn't say that today, but I would say it's very much so within the realm of projection. It's definitely the trajectory we're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would expect.
The numbers don't show it yet, obviously, but we talked about that.
But as you'll see, we could also throw up an example. The way the numbers grow
From
the first
Let's look.
the first
That's a
3
great point.
years, the
Let's
first
go Cade Cunningham.
okay Cunningham, and let's just watch him turn red.
Look
at that.
Very similar.
Look at the efficiency numbers. Freshman, college,
and
one
the
and
usage
done.
percentage is very
Yep.
close to Flagg.
Yep. And then let's go to year 2. Let's see how that changes. So the younger these freshmen are, the younger the rookie. I didn't play a lot.
No, they were a really bad team. They were the worst team in the league.
Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. And wow, Kate is an underrated defender.
He's a very good defender. He's one of the best defenders, guards. And he's probably the
It's
best
really good.
superstar defender we have.
It's really good. And you know who else I see that in? I see that in Dylan Harper. I think he is a genuine clamp. I think it's insane to even think about, but I think he might be a really special defender. And
Well, it's hard for us to really take Harper's defense seriously, no offense, because he has that alien behind him.
correct. And we're going to be saying that probably his whole career.
Yeah, and that's the problem with Castle too, is he's able to take so many risks because he has that man behind him, and they can basically do whatever they want.
Yeah. And we could have a 30 episode series on Wemby and the impact he has on his teammates, on the game. It's really ridiculous. I mean, it might be one of the prettiest.
Yeah, and you forget how many people do the Wemby when they just drive to the rim.
And one of the few blue lines there is matchup difficulty being low, and that's because he's always guarding the worst shooter on the floor.
He's always guarding the worst player.
He's always guarding the worst shooter, so he could leave them.
Yeah, and by the way, he's also guarding the best ones.
And can you scroll down? We added something this week. Even more. These are the advanced analytics.
That's probably the best I've ever seen.
Wow, it looks like
And look at the
it's insane. But as I was saying, Harper, the thing that we watched with him as a prospect was historic drivability, really. He was touching the paint every single possession, and no one could stop him, and he was getting fouled all the time. And it was the craziest thing for me when the Spurs jumped up to 2, and all of a sudden people were telling them to take Kon as a better fit around Wemby. And now
We'll get to Kon.
Yes, Kon is very good, and we will talk about him. But to pass on a Dylan Harper in general, I mean, there were. I don't know if you remember that cycle, but there were Giannis talks. People were like, they should trade him for Giannis, and I was firmly in the camp of that would be.
No, they were never taking that seriously.
That would be
the
stupid.
Spurs were never actually going to do that. That was just other people talking.
Yeah. Anyways, they got a special guy, and
Let's go to number 3. It's my pick. This is the toughest pick in the draft, I fear. It really has a lot of options, except there's 2 options. I'm going to take...
Talk us through it.
It's a really tough one. I really want to look at the savants before I make the pick.
that's a smart thing to do. I think I know who I would pick.
Kon, wow. I mean,
Holy,
offensively...
I don't think I've ever looked at Kon.
Now, the defense is...
No, look at the defense.
Fine.
Look at the
really
defense.
good,
It's not
actually.
flashy.
It's
It's not
really
turnovers.
Good. It's really good.
But he's being a 1A defender.
Wow. As a rookie, I mean, it's unbelievable.
Look at that. He's guarding wings.
Sure. Trey Murphy matches
Trey
to
Murphy's a
him,
great comp to him.
but he matches to him. Then let's see Vidarius. I mean,
it's really good. But
that's really good.
But who had a better season this year analytically? Who was it?
For sure, Kon.
For sure, Kon.
But we're projecting here. That's what we're doing.
I agree. It's a big part of it.
Yeah, which is why
It's a tough pick.
I would maybe trade you some picks in the future for your next pick.
Not interested. Who would you pick?
This pick?
Mm-hmm. You're taking best player available.
Yeah,
Take
it's
best
Kon.
player available.
It's going to be Kon.
And the best player available right now is Kon Knueppel.
Yeah,
The best prospect on the board right now is Kon Knueppel.
For sure.
And I thought I was high on him during the draft cycle,
You
and
were.
I wasn't high enough.
Yeah.
I wasn't high enough.
No.
Not at all. The indicators were so obvious. Like in college, he was a full-on NBA player. It was efficient shooting. It was smart shots. It was good everywhere. It was good defensively. It was being able to play on ball and off the ball. When Flagg went down, Kon just started running the pick and roll every game. He became the point guard. He became the lead ball handler. He won tournament MVP when Flagg went down, and he was clearly the best player in the tournament. He was a point guard.
Yeah, he's on my team now with Flagg, and that was done on purpose. So now you're up.
He's special.
Make your case for VJ over Kon.
For VJ, it's if you had to choose one of them to become transcendent, high usage lead guy, then I would take VJ.
No, I'm
But
still taking
even
Kon.
then, I was comping VJ to a Derek White type.
Mm-hmm.
and that's great, and that is
Kon is special.
That's
at what he
plenty.
does. There's nobody else.
But
like
Kon is Clay.
There's nobody as good
Kon
as Kon at what he
is
does.
Kon is peak Clay if he was more comfortable off the dribble. I mean, we saw elite matchup difficulty in his rookie year on a team that
With good numbers.
honestly
Needed
was
the
trying to
help.
win.
And needed the help.
They were trying to win.
And needed the
And
help.
he was taking the 1A assignment every game
Yep.
as a rookie. And by the way, his bars are red. Something else we should add to Savant. Rolling charts. I'm sure those bars are all trending straight up.
Throughout the year.
I'm sure.
Yep.
I'm certain.
All right, it's my pick.
Yep. Taking PJ. Now,
I will
this is a
take-
tough pick.
This is
Tough
also
pick.
a tough pick.
It's a really tough pick.
Because, but it's not that tough. I'm going to take Trey Johnson, and I'm going to fit him there with Kon and Flagg. But he's also the best player available. I thought about CMB, except he's just not a player. There really is no contest. It's Trey Johnson here. I like Ace a lot. I thought about it, but I just think that the Trey Johnson archetype is. I mean, no, because I'll say that about the Ace archetypes actually play better, but let's look at the numbers.
Again, you're not picking those guys for year one. So, yeah, it was pretty expected. They needed to put on some size, a little bit of strength, learn how to play NBA defense. And I always say Ace wasn't a good college basketball player either. He just wasn't.
So who are you taking
He was
next?
on Rutgers, and they
Yeah, what's the famous stat?
they were one of the worst rosters in college basketball, and they were worse when Ace was on the floor.
That's the DeRozan thing. DeMar DeRozan is always
Yeah,
When
his-
he's been on the floor, his team's always been worse.
Always been worse. And he's gotten his points for sure. Same is true with Ace. And you might say, okay, everyone on Rutgers stinks. When Harper was on the floor, they were a pretty good team.
Yeah.
So these are just
Who are you
different
taking?
tiers of guys.
Who are you taking?
At pick 6,
Yeah.
I'm taking CMB.
Okay.
Let's get this switchable forward center hub who can be the best defender on an elite defense.
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
let's just stop on this defense for a second.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
And you know why, by the way? I have a hunch why his matchup difficulty is average.
what?
It's because he's a big who switches everything.
Let's see it. Yeah.
Boom.
Definitely switches even.
Boom! He switches everything. That's some of the most even splits I've seen.
That is as good as it looks. I
Wow.
mean,
He's an analytics darling. He's assisting his teammates. He is setting massive screens.
the value
He's-
shares are there. I mean,
He's certainly an analytics pick. Now, he was a little bit of an older prospect. A little bit. But I just think that we are getting a for sure winning NBA player at this pick. And I'm not sure that Ace is that. And I'm not sure Ace ever will be. Now, he could be. And
He could be.
It could be really fun. The Ace hitting arc is really fun. But there's just too many worlds where it doesn't. And I think that CMB is a genuine rock.
well, then that brings us to the next pick, which is also a similar kind of question mark. Rock, a guy you trust to anchor your defense, be a starter, versus Ace Bailey, and it's Maluach versus Bailey. And
I was thinking about it just now.
yeah, and it really makes you think of just Coward's there too. It's interesting. I'm gonna take Ace. I just like getting him there.
Yeah.
I like the value as much as I'm a Maluach guy. He does stuff that nobody else can do. He has an archetype. He has a body that you really can't deny. And,
Ace?
Yeah, and
Because I was going to say, that could be your argument for taking Maluach also.
yeah, I would like Maluach there. I just think that there are too many centers in the league. Even though I'm such a big fan of Maluach, I think he's going to be a top 10 center pretty soon. I just would rather take a chance on a guy like Ace, who
I agree. The upside is pretty obviously higher.
yeah, versus with Maluach, it's you take him and you get a really good center, and that's very important. But can he shoot? There are still some questions there. So I would take Ace, and you're back on the clock now, and I feel
Yeah.
really good about my spot. still.
I'm going to be running to the podium to take Maluach. I'm very excited. This is exactly who I was hoping I would get. I think that what happened with Maluach and the NBA community is disgraceful. I think that people have totally misunderstood him as a prospect. He is a massive human being who is about as fluid as it gets to the center position and has shown extraordinarily good touch. Now, one of the best teams in college basketball this draft cycle was obviously Duke. That Flagg, that Kon. The biggest BPM on the team, the guy who, when he went in, was the biggest catch-all impact metric, which has historically been one of the best indicators of NBA talent, just dominating guys at a younger age. Maluach was number 1 on the team.
Yep.
True freshman, 1 year, one and done, played a little bit low minutes, and this guy picked up basketball within the past 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great story also, but it's really just...
This guy's a freak.
He's a
freak. And there was a 0% chance that he was a rotation minutes guy year 1, unless it was a tank team. It was genuinely a 0% chance. He went, what pick in the actual draft?
He went 10 to the Suns.
10? He went 10 without being expected to play a minute his rookie year.
And he didn't. And he barely played a little bit, but
honestly, when he played, it only should have raised the stock.
Yeah.
He looked like he totally belongs. I saw him hitting pull-up threes in Summer League. Now,
you saw him hitting pull-up threes in Summer League, really?
Yep. I'm not going to be saying that he is going to be a pull-up three-point shooter, but this guy had touch in college. Like, the free throw numbers were solid. Everything's fine. There's definitely nothing to worry about. And I expect him to take that starting Phoenix job relatively.
Do you think he starts opening day next year?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
For sure.
These things always happen quicker than you expect.
I mean, he's a better player than Mark Williams right now. And you know what's going to happen? Mark Williams is going to get hurt. Something's going to happen. Maluach is going to play. He's going to start for a few games. And all of a sudden, the team's going to start winning. That's my prediction.
Yeah.
And then I don't think he ever gives it back up.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, it's my pick now, right?
Take it away.
Yeah, I'm deciding between a couple of guys. Wow, there's actually good options.
Let's talk tiers and cliffs. Would you say that this is a teardrop?
That's a good question. I would not say that. I see 3 more guys who I'm okay with in this tier.
Okay.
Which means I'm getting 2 of them. So I'm not going to tell you who they are. And I'm going to take... Ooh, it's really tough. I'm going to take Carter Bryant just because I think he has probably the highest floor out of everybody we're talking about here. And I like that because I'm drafting good defense and good shooting, and that's just skill. He's got, let's look at his Savant. It's right here.
Show us the Savant. We didn't even look at it.
Sure, yeah, take us through it.
He got size. Now, we have to remember...
He didn't play any minutes. He really didn't play any minutes. That's why it's hard to
He was on a very, very serious team.
He played only blowout games. So, there's not really much to see, but...
But you know what I like to see?
What?
I like to see that in college... Oh, by the way, in college, he didn't play many minutes either. He was off the bench for Arizona, and it was pretty solid. His numbers definitely relied heavily on shooting 40% from 3, which I'm not usually a fan of, that being a big...
Because it was low field goal percentage.
Yeah,
it was low attempts per game.
Yeah, but he didn't start. But the thing with him that made me buy in on him was the defense is really ridiculous. Even the numbers reflect it. Go back to his Savant.
Sure.
I think his DPM, his defensive plus minus all the way to the bottom, it's even more to the bottom. We're going advanced.
It's 6'7".
Yeah, it's as a rookie, it's already in the red. And
that's very good. You think he'll peak? I mean, he'll probably be a 95th.
Wow, but you know what's really funny? The
What?
Statistical comps. Profiles,
Yeah, they're not great.
It doesn't matter good and not good. It's more about the profile and what shape your stats have.
Yeah.
More than whether you're good or not.
I like to see him as outcomes.
I think what's important to notice here is that he's being compared to a center in that
defensively he has the same impact as a center.
He's kind of for his position.
Yeah, Brook Lopez is a monster defender. Yabusele, whatever, but Hendricks too.
Yeah, I'm seeing red defensively, and that's kind of the thing that you hope translated. Shooting will come. I'm really not worried about that.
After this, I do want to see, because we both have 5 people, I do want to see how the lineups, and I will take a 6-man because I have an interest in that.
Okay.
But I feel like there's really only 6 rounds to do.
Keep it going.
After that, it gets pretty slim.
I agree with the pushback on the major teardrop.
We'll go quicker. But I think there's another. You'll see. Keep going. Who do you take?
Okay, you're probably going to be very excited about who you get, and I don't care at all.
I know who I want.
Egor Demin.
I was going to take him.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you wanted Coward.
No, he was the 3rd guy in the tier, but I wanted to take Demin for sure.
I want Egor Demin.
Yeah.
I believe I'm looking at the camera right now.
Please.
I believe in Egor Demin. Now,
should we see the numbers, or it doesn't even
sure,
matter?
We can look at the numbers. But once again, it's going to be a very projection-heavy pick. This guy as a passer is a wizard. I mean, I've never seen... I think it's the best passing tape I've ever seen in college, in my scouting experience. He's got the size.
Take us through it.
Can you give me some height? Can you flash the height on the screen
Got you,
real quick?
brother.
We're talking about a potential 6'8" point guard who's a wizard passer.
Yeah.
Okay?
He's actually a net, not a wizard, but yeah.
Yeah. So we're talking big rebounds, and you know why I really like big point guards? 1,000 million reasons. But one of them is that these guys will grab the ball off a board and just push immediately. And you know, Halliburton does that a lot, even though he's not
And Giddey.
massive guy. Giddey is huge on it. Luka's massive. SGA's massive on it. Egor can do that too, and he has that passing ceiling that if he doesn't necessarily need to be a pull up from anywhere jump shooter. He doesn't need to be some freakish ISO scorer, but if he can figure out like 1, 2, 3 go-to moves that just get him buckets, this guy could end up being a high usage point guard on a decently good team.
Yeah. Yeah, I see it.
And by the way, you know what the number one concern was in college?
Sure.
It was shooting. He couldn't shoot a three.
That's not a concern.
I think he shot pretty well in his first
Well,
year.
you don't have to think. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good
Boom.
stuff. 38.5% on
And
good,
you know what?
good attempts.
Even the biggest riser was the attempts. He wasn't
Yep.
taking any attempts in college.
But he's on the Nets, and obviously they stink, but that's good
Yep.
numbers, and he's going to get more
Very
opportunity.
excited about
him and
it.
Mike Cal.
Oh, super excited. That backcourt's going to be a lot of fun.
I would take Coward here, and I think that's the end of the cliff. After that, I think we can go a little quicker. Coward, you know, I think he's not a negative on the court, so I'll take that. At this point,
I like that description.
yeah, I think everybody else here at this point has some serious question marks. But we can keep going. I got more guys.
I agree. After this, there are question marks. But let's
And we
let's
still have
finish the
taken
first
the two
round.
Pelicans. I mean, it's unbelievable what the
I
Pelicans
know.
did.
No one was more fired up than me. when
Really,
the
people were
Pelicans made
pretty
that
fired
trade.
up.
I was at the draft fuming.
Yeah, it was.
That's pretty good. But with my next pick,
Yeah,
it's an interesting one. It's a really tough one. Give me Jon Berenger.
nice, great pick.
Yep, that's who we wanted.
I agree. He's probably
One
12.
of the biggest risers. He in the draft time, everyone knew that he wasn't ready to go. He played overseas, and he was basically just the first half of the season, he looked totally lost. And if your center looks lost, you have a huge problem. Then the second half of the season, I don't know what changed, but this guy became a monster. And I remember just the whole community reacting to it in real time. It was like, what just happened? I mean, we're talking right position, super springy, great feel, literally out of nowhere. And athlete, jump out the gym center.
Yeah,
And you could do a lot worse than that archetype.
a lot worse. That's why he's number 12.
And they picked him as a long-term replacement for Rudy. And
I agree. His stock is up, and it's not even as high as it could get. And he's definitely center too.
yeah, who do you want here?
Yeah, it gets tough at this point. I would take Jakučionis
I would put my Cliff here.
for sure. For sure, that's where the cliff is. I would take Jakučionis because he's in Milwaukee. He's going to have ample opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't really even feel great about any of these guys. And yeah, we still have the two Pelicans.
At this point, we're taking calls.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Taking calls. If anyone will give us future picks,
Future
anything,
second at this point. Yeah.
we're interested.
Who picked 13? Oh, 13 was the trade up for Derek Queen from the.
Yeah, and with my next pick, I'm going to take Derek Queen.
Well, it's not your pick, so you can't just do that. But yeah,
That's very fair. Do you want Derek Queen? I don't think you do.
there's really nobody else. I guess I'll take Young, and we can have our stupid centers together.
Well, yeah.
I wouldn't take Young. I would take Jakučionis.
Yeah. It was my pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jakučionis. Whatever. He's fine. He was.
Tell us about Jakučionis.
Yeah.
I always say
That Jakučionis taught me a lot about scouting. Like one of the most players that I watched in college and dove deep into the film, and then I watched in real time, not necessarily analytically, just how it translated to NBA. I learned a lot. So, for example,
You were all in on Jakučionis early in the cycle. It was like December though.
yeah, what I liked about him was that he was a big guard, a big point guard who was a good playmaker and could shoot, like big time, like step backs.
I remember in Illinois.
And I was freaking out about him. I had him as high as 5 at points in the draft cycle. Now, he didn't end up there.
Where did he end up?
He ended up
We could look.
in the teens, I believe.
Let's look.
But I was still probably too high on him. And I'm going to say right now, for anyone who wants to get into drafting and understand what translates and what doesn't.
You have him 9.
9.
Ahead of CMB.
Yeah.
After Queen, though.
Yeah. I learned a lot from this cycle. I think my
This tier
one
is definitely fascinating.
Is pretty spot on, though. So we'll revisit it in a year. And who knows, by the way? We're talking about guys 1 year later. We'll see what happens.
I always say.
When you draft for these rookies, their worst year is going to be 1 and 2. They're going to be their worst years in their career, unless they're an anomaly.
Michael Carter Williams.
Okay. Unless they're an anomaly.
Yeah. It was him.
I probably wouldn't give up on guys you believe in yet.
Yeah, I agree. Don't give up on your guys.
Yeah.
But we do redrafts because we know everything. And
We want to tell you where our head's at. It
yeah.
tells you about a guy like Maluach. Didn't have a very big rookie year. We are still in. We're actually higher now.
Maluach,
Okay?
let's read
Even
that.
though he had a quiet rookie year. Even though it was quiet, it was actually more than expected at cost. So that's why we're going to be doing these redrafts. Let's get through this draft. Let's get to 30. I'm ready. Is it my pick or your pick?
You want to keep going to 30?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. There's nobody else I want. I hate everybody else. They're all bad.
I disagree.
Okay, I'll take. Okay, so I get Jakučionis. You get. I'll take Traore. Yeah, I mean it's tough with these Brooklyn point guards, but he at least has shown some flashes and he's got the archetype for me. So
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Traore guy. I don't really see how it works. He's got good size and speed, but like
I wouldn't even bother looking at the Savant because
Yeah.
the Nets were just such a train wreck.
I'm just not sure he's a good basketball player. Yeah.
All right, who you got?
Okay. Next up, I'm gonna take Hugo Gonzalez.
It's a great pick.
Yeah. This guy can play real basketball, and I expect to be a real rotation, if not starter guy, within the next 2 years. Show me a Savant. I'm
Let's
going to
see it.
bet you right now the defense has a whole lot of red. He was a really tough prospect during the cycle playing overseas.
I don't know because he probably wasn't guarding such great players.
I disagree. I think he probably guarded pretty tough.
Whole lot of red. Whole lot of red.
Boom, matchup difficulty high.
Keeping that in.
They put him in to actually guard hard matchups. It's not like he just played at the end of the games. When he played, it was genuinely tough matchups, and he locked them up.
They weren't willing to trade him for Giannis.
Hey, look at this. And
Would you?
You know how you get to the point where you're not willing to trade him as the throne for Giannis?
How do you get there?
You look at this.
Yeah.
You look at this. Look at that defense. If he learns to shoot league average wise,
He'll be playing for a long time.
Yeah, all he needs to do is get the 3-point percent or the off-ball
It's
gravity.
56%
Does he have an
now.
off-ball gravity? That would probably be an important stat. Not projecting. Yeah, it's not good enough.
Well, because the Celtics have so many other guys.
But if we always say,
If you're not guarding Hugo,
always say,
if you're not guarding Hugo in the Celtics, then you're not guarding anybody.
exactly. But if you
You
can
can't
get a guy who is just a good 3-point stroke away from being a meaningful minutes contributor, you've already got a guy.
Are you saying that about CMB too?
Yep, I'm saying that 100%
And Maluach?
about CMB. Shooting is the most teachable skill. The bigger you get, the harder the curve is.
Well, we're
But-
bell curve people here.
Huge bell curve people, as everything in life is. But this guy is a real NBA player at this pick. I mean, I don't know if anyone else in this range is a for sure real
a
solid
good pick.
plus minutes guy.
It's possible. I'm going to take Ben Saroff for the height and the dribbling ability. Who do you got?
Yep, that's a fair pick. Give me next up. By the way, still ecstatic about these picks. Give me Noah Isenge.
Sure, to make the case.
Yep.
Need him
Noah
to-
Isenge, once again, is another guy I need who it will be important to do redrafts for, because when you picked him coming out of college, he actually didn't go to college. He played overseas.
Where?
Ritio Farm Ulm. Actually played
Ooh.
with Ben Saraf,
Shout out.
actually. And one of the biggest reasons I'm fading Ben Saraf as a prospect
Sure.
is because of Noah Isenge. The Ben Saraf case is that he was a really good playmaker overseas at a tall height, but I counter that all his assists went to Asenge. Asenge was a ridiculous finisher, and he's absolutely a play finisher. He's long and he's fluid, and I could certainly see him being a plus defender, plus finisher. I would say something like a longer John Collins maybe. Now, he's going to have to shoot more, but coming into this year, no one in the draft space expected him to play a second his rookie year, and he didn't really, and I'm not surprised. And I still believe in that underlying long-term thesis. So let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens
for this year.
Which leaves me with the next pick. Boy, I will take Sion James.
Ooh, great pick.
He could play.
Really good pick.
Yeah, he could play. He could play ball at high levels. I'm taking all the Duke guys. I missed Maluach, but I have Flagg and Kon. I'll take Sion too.
Sion James is a total 3-and-D archetype, and I think it's also probably going to hit. It's pretty similar to a less tree stumpy Grant Williams.
He's such a stump, though.
Yeah. But he's like a perimeter Grant Williams in terms of it's going to be spot up threes, and it's going to be guard guys with just brute strength. I remember last year I thought Charlotte had one of the best drafts in the class.
They got McNeely too, right?
They got McNeely, they got Sion, and they got Kon. It's really good.
It's pretty good.
It's really good.
It's
It's basically three guys who have arguments to be the best 3-and-D archetype guys in the draft, and they all fit so well around LaMelo. So let's see what happens now.
Let me tell you, Charlotte's been doing a lot of good things for a lot of time.
I've seen enough with Sion James. I see elite matchup difficulty, and I see clamps at the rim and clamps from all over the court. So
and he shoots 35%, which is not bad.
And I'm in on Sion. I think it's a great pick.
All right, who you got?
Okay. Next up, give me Asa Newell.
I was going to take him next.
Yeah, he's really good. He probably slid a little. He probably could have gone 16 or so. Asa Newell, another guy, true freshman in college, was really good, was the best player on his team, basically.
What college do you remember?
Georgia.
I think it was Georgia.
Yeah.
Ball knowledge.
Yeah, Georgia. You could actually pull up his Savant a little bit.
Okay.
The biggest question for him as a prospect was, will he ever be able to shoot? And
will he be able to shoot? Yeah, it looks like he will be.
He kind of can. Honestly, in the NBA, he didn't play much, which, once again, no one expected him to.
Yeah.
In his minutes, he showed flashes.
The guy's 6'10" also.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's massive.
Yeah. He's
massive. Yeah. So the question, in college, he was a center, obviously. So the question was, can he shoot enough to become this, super fluid, long defender that everyone's always looking for? And you've heard me say it so many times. Can he shoot enough to become a 4? And honestly, he shot well enough for me to believe he can become a 4. So really excited.
Well, I have a question for you. Asa Newell was the last piece of the Derek Queen trade. So the final trade is going to go down as this.
Yeah, tell me.
It was Derek Queen for Asa Newell and Kingston Flemings. How do you feel about that? You actually took Queen over Newell, and you're very out on Flemings. So how do you feel about that final trade now? That's what the trade is. You can't change it.
You're saying it was Kingston Flemings?
It was Derek Queen for Kingston Flemings and Asa Newell.
Honestly, I don't want either side. I think that I'd probably take the Queen side.
Right?
Wow, is that insane?
No, it's the correct answer. You did it yourself. You picked Queen over Newell.
Yeah. And next year, catch us on the next year redraft.
But hang on.
I can victory
before
lap
we
on
start making excuses for the Pelicans front office, the worst front office in the league, we wouldn't have taken Kingston Flemings at 8.
No
we would
shot.
not have. I would have taken Burries probably.
I would have taken Burries. I would have taken Mraz. I would have taken Mara. I would have taken tons of guys.
Anybody but Flemings. This is really a showdown Flemings, really.
Okay. I'm going to have to, I know it's not what this is about, but I'm going to have to make my point on Flemings that I've said to you personally.
Of course. Say it to me again.
We're talking elite crop of guards. The Kingston Flemings pitch, I'm going to give it to you the way that people will give it to you on the internet.
On the Hawks, probably.
Probably. We have this guy who is just a midi killer, and he is a scrappy, solid defender. This guy is an undersized guard. We are talking about an undersized guard whose best traits...
He was the worst combine loser. He was the biggest combine loser.
Huge combine loser. I had him as high as 6.
You thought he was going to be on the Wagler level.
I thought he could
get drafted over Wagler.
Going to be 5 was going to be splitting hairs between Wagler and Flemings.
And Combine dropped him to
gosh.
how far down your big board? How far was it? You have it
Huge
open.
far. Where is he now? I had him 6. Where is
You
he?
have it open
Where is
right
he
here.
now on my big board? But this guy was, I mean, we're talking about selling a guy on his defense that's undersized. Name?
He's 11.
11. Behind Mavs legend Morez Johnson.
Ahead of Swain. You would rather have him than Swain?
Yeah, there's enough question marks with Swain.
Sure.
We'll talk about that next year.
Yeah, next year this day.
Or even this year, but
Probably tomorrow.
probably. But this, yeah, Fleming's, he went entire games in college without shooting a single 3. And if you want to learn the importance of tendencies in college, what translates, what doesn't, coming soon to Draft Savant in the works.
Sure.
If you want to know what matters with shooting, percentage is cool, but it's very noisy because it matters how many attempts you take. The actual number 1 predictor of three-pointers in the NBA, I believe, is three-point attempts. And the biggest call-out is three-point attempts and free throw percentage. But three-point attempts, the classic example of a guy who shot a terrible percentage on huge volume in college, Anthony Edwards, is now one of the best shooters in the NBA. Shoot a penny in the ocean.
Cade's also similar. And
Yeah, these guys had bad percentages in college, but they shot a gazillion of them. And you know why they did that? Because they've seen them make it. Like they know they can shoot them.
Yeah.
And so.
And it's one of the best shooters in the NBA. We can look at it.
So Fleming's had multiple games with no 3-point attempts, and I'm out on that.
Yeah, that's awful. Thank you for saying that
Not a
too.
profile I want.
And we're gonna look at Anthony Edwards because he's on my team, of course. But yeah, I mean, 98th percentile threes per game.
Let's do some rapid fire picks. 10-second blur.
My turn. I'm gonna take. Wow, this is getting a little bit tougher. I see some guys. Now, there's plenty of guys. It's just, how do you rank these guys? It's really hard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Rasheer Fleming.
It's an excellent pick. It's exactly who I would have taken.
All right, who you got?
I think he's your best bet at a
starter.
Starter, yeah.
Yeah.
He's your best bet as a starter.
Jinx, yeah. All right,
I'm
me.
going to take right here. I'm going to
Cleaning
take
first.
the next best bet at a starter in Thomas Sorber. Thomas Sorber, once again, when he got drafted to OKC, it was just like everyone who likes Thomas Sorber just died at the same time. And it was like, this guy was so fun in college. He got hurt for Georgetown.
Yeah,
He was
legendary.
their best player.
Plays.
Big numbers. The thing that stood out with him, he's undersized a little bit. He's like 6'10", 6'11", but his wingspan was insane. And he put up insane block numbers in college, so it totally made sense. And yeah, I'm really in on that.
I would have taken him next. So I was deciding between him and Fleming.
He's a strong pick here. Honestly, yeah, I'm excited about this.
After this, I'm gonna go with Jace Richardson. I think we're talking bench players, and I think he could be a good bench player.
Okay, next up, I'm going to take Liam McNeely.
Sure, give us the case.
Yeah, basically 3-and-D guy. In college, he was in high school, he was like honestly touted as this like next coming of 3-and-D, and then he went to UConn,
They use players differently than UConn.
I know, but I think it was coming off the back-to-backs, and they honestly didn't have that great a team, and they thrust McNeely, this 3-and-D guy, into because he's a freshman, really good. Recruit. They thrust him into being like a high usage, like lead guy, so it really hurt his numbers. But I still believe in the profile as an off-ball guy, and I think he should be an NBA rotation guy.
Starter or no starter?
I'm gonna say not a starter.
Okay,
but I'm gonna say top 8 on a team.
Fair. I'm gonna go with. We're at pick 25 here, so towards the end, I will go with Kalkbrenner. I'm buying the situation. I'm buying the archetype, and he's a pretty good defender. He's actually got good numbers defensively. Could look at them.
It's probably good block, bad field goal percent change. Not switchable is my guess.
Switchability is not. It's all right. I mean, it's not great.
Yeah. Blocks.
It's kind of a Walker Kessler archetype. It is a little bit.
Yeah. Well, he's also 7'1", so how many NBA 7'1" guys can you find?
Yeah, that's my pick. You're up.
Yep. Next up, I'm going to take Will Riley.
Give us
member
a
of my dynasty team. He was on Illinois with Jakučionis, also true freshman who was not expected at all to be a year one guy. Really was a really talented shot maker in college, decent ball handler, and I've definitely noticed the trajectory going up over his lone NBA season. So I'm just going to buy that trajectory, buy that age, buy that build, buy that fluidity. And I'm actually pretty excited about that one.
Sure. I got 2 picks left. I can't lie. There's really nobody here that I would want. I would take Yannick, but I know I can.
I think
get
we
him.
have a slider. I think we have one guy who slid.
I'll take Fears.
And it's not him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to take him because I think that his value is going to go up because he's just going to get so many opportunities in New Orleans. I just think that they have to kind of have him work, and they're going to give him a lot of opportunities, and his value will go up, and I'll trade him. Okay, your pick.
It's an interesting pick. I'm going to respond to that. With Fears, I like that. See, he went, what pick did he go in the NBA draft? 7?
Yeah, and we took him 27.
Took him 27. Do you know whose profile he reminds me of the most this year?
That's a good one.
I'll give you a hint. It's really obvious. It's Kingston Flemings.
Wow.
Talking about another undersized point guard who can't really shoot.
Yep, I'm out.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if next year we're talking about Kingston Flemings here. Now, we probably won't because they're going to give him a few years of chances, but maybe in 3 years, this is what we're going to be saying. I'm going to say the biggest slider we've had, who probably should have gone 15 picks ago.
Is it Nique Clifford?
No, it's Maxime Raynaud.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. There he's buried over there. That's what Maxime.
He was an absolute value in the NBA draft as well. Second round guy. I had a late first grade on him, I think.
This is late first.
Yeah, it was 29-30. And I think that he could be a lower end starting center. He's got good touch. He could maybe shoot one day, but he could be like a hub style guy, high IQ guy. He's got the build, he's got the fire. And honestly, one of the bigger risers that I can think of in terms of number of spots, because obviously the later you get drafted, the more you can rise. But yeah, I was super surprised he didn't go in the first. And I had Cockburner over him, but I would say pretty obviously for me now, I would take Raynaud over Cock.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, I think Cockburner is a better defender, but it would be tough to say. I'm really out on what Sacramento thought they had last year. I don't think it was anything. With my last pick, I'm going to take Yannick. I saw him making nice blocks. I saw him jumping out of the gym. I saw him doing some pretty wild things on the court. You get the last pick, who's Mr. Irrelevant.
Yep. My last pick is going to be Nique Clifford.
Yeah. Tell us about Nique Clifford.
I wasn't super into Nique as a prospect, as a much older guy for Colorado. I think he was a 23-year-old prospect, which is always a red flag for me. But he can do a lot of things as position. He could be like a not primary, not secondary, but could be a tertiary ball handler.
Sure.
And he's pretty versatile defender. He's not like a clamp guy, but he could be your second, third best perimeter defender. And we're talking about pick 30. I honestly think that there were 30 rotation bets in last year's class, loaded class.
Well, you want to go through the teams we have? I got Flagg, Con, Trey, Ace, Carter Bryant, Cedric Coward, Jakučionis, Traore, Saraf, Sion, Flemings, Jace, Cockburner, and then I got Fears and Yannick.
Yeah, it's formidable. I think it's definitely top heavy. And I think it's possible that all the picks after Coward are never NBA players.
It's fair. I mean, Behringer, I think, has got a good case, and so does Jakučionis.
I know, I'm saying Behringer.
And so does Queen. I think those three. I would maybe Nick and
You went pretty upside heavy.
Well, what I did actually was I think top 12, we were all pretty chalk. And then I kind of took off the next round, and I was like, I think I can get some good value here with some star potentials. And then I went back to taking the guys who I think will be in rotations with Sion.
I think Traore, Saraf.
Those are my shots. And Jakučionis.
Those are darts.
And Jakučionis.
Those are darts. Those are development darts.
Yeah, so I took a couple of those, and then I went back to taking Sion, Fleming, Jace, Cockburn, and I got my depth there.
Yeah, quick final run through of mine. We got Harper, we got VJ, we got CMB, we got Maluach, Egor, Behringer, Queen, Hugo Gonzalez, Asenge, Asa Newell, Sorber McNeely, Will Riley, Raynaud, Nique Clifford. I think that's a really good team. I think that is.
It's a deep draft. It was a deep draft.
It was a really good draft, and if you've just gone into the draft, you've been spoiled by these last 2 years, but
eventually we're going to do the year before that, and it's going to be a lot more fun.
Yeah, exactly. And in the next couple of days, we hope to do the year before, and at some point, maybe do this year even, initial redraft. of what we would do now.
We already gave away some of our thoughts for sure, but
Yeah, plenty, but it's never ending well.
it's never ending well. All right, this is the West Conference Elitists signing off.
Peace.